What is the difference between debt consolidation and debt relief, or sometimes called debt settlement? Here's the difference, is that when you're in debt consolidation, that's where all of your unsecured debt and potentially some secured debt could be lumped into one payment, but mainly it's usually unsecured debt lumped into one payment, and you just into one loan, and then you make a payment to that. It does not hurt your credit. The other accounts will be paid off. What most people advise people to do, close out some of those accounts so you don't end up having the new loan payment, the debt consolidation payment for the debt that you just moved over to that company, and then you start charging up again. So don't do that. That's a no-no. But it doesn't hurt your credit. It could help your credit because you're going to have open lines of credit. So you have to just be careful and not use those open lines of credit. If you close out those accounts, or if you're required to close out those accounts with the debt consolidation loan because they want to make sure that they're going to get paid, that might be one of the terms that they have for their type of loan, then your scores will go down when you close out those accounts, but it's going to be able to recover over time. But the big thing is that you consolidated all of your debt, unsecured debt, into one loan. You make those payments, and once you get your feet under you, you'll probably be able to make more of that payment and pay that debt down a lot faster because you're not sprinkling it out all over the place. You're kind of in the mindset of getting your debt under control and paying down debt. Debt relief, debt settlement, any of those types of companies, this is where the misconception comes about. When you give them all of the debts that you have, people have even though it's not the same as getting a loan, people think that they're consolidating. And what you're consolidating is you're just consolidating all of your debt that you have under one company. Not that they're going to pay that debt. They're going to consolidate all of those so they can settle all of those. And they're not like combining them. They're just really on their spreadsheet or on their computer or in your account. It's just multiple debts with one company is handling all of your debts. They're going to try to settle those debts for less. Your credit will be destroyed. You can be sued. So don't believe any of that mess. You can be sued, but you can get out of debt for less. But and you're not consolidating your loan. So I think that one of the reasons why people think that they're consolidating their loan is that they're paying one payment to them. That payment is going into an escrow account to build up to be able to pay your debts, to pay settlements on your debt. They are not paying your debt from day one. So when you start making your payments to them, they are not paying them any money. Zero. Look at that. Zero. They are not paying any of the payment that you're giving to them. None of that from day one is going to your creditors. Your creditors' accounts will charge off. So during the period of time that you're not paying any payments, credit is getting hurt. When the accounts charge off, depending on what type of account it is, usually credit card debt, 180 days of no payment, charge off. Can they call you over and over? Yes, they can call you over and over and over again. Will some of the accounts get sold to debt collectors? Yes. Can those debt collectors sue you? Yes. Will those other companies help you? I have not seen one that will help you. They will make the call, try to hold them off, but they will go ahead and sue you. So to be prepared, because it is a strategy. I actually used that strategy in the 90s to get out of $300,000 in debt. It wasn't all credit card debt, so don't look at me that way. But me and my wife used that same strategy. We gave stuff back, had to let cards charge off, and then we did settlements. Back then, that type of business really didn't exist. We kind of just on our own learned to do it. So the payment is going to them. They're building up that escrow. So let's just say, for example, you owe a credit card company $5,000 and they want to try to settle it. Where's my calculator? I don't know. Here it is. They want to set the company says we'll settle it for $2,500. So if you're paying, like, usually your payments would have been let's just say $1,000 a month with all of your combined cards. Now the company said, hey, you pay us $500, you keep $500. You feel like, hey, I've got relief, and that also plays into where people think that stuff was consolidated, because on the consolidation loan, you consolidate your debt and you pay less per month than you used to pay. And so people, they get confused, but it's not a consolidated loan. So let's just say that you were paying $500 a month and you're paying them $500 a month. So this is the way that these companies work, or the way that it works for debt settlement. So you're paying $500 a month. Let's just say it takes 6 months to for your accounts to charge off, and for the company to say, hey, let's try to work out a deal, because they'll usually try to wait until it charges off. And so you would have $3,000 saved up if you kept making $500 payments to the company that's going to be trying to settle your debt. So that means that that company says, hey, we want to settle it for $2,500. You can settle it for $2,500. But something that most people do not know about these companies that sets my company aside is because we don't charge the same way that they charge, is that these companies could charge 20 to 25% on the overall balance. So that means that if you have if the original account was $5,000, that means that they're going to charge you an additional upwards of $1,200 to settle that account. Now, you're all happy, though, because $1,200 plus $2,500 is still only $3,750. So you still saved a lot. Let's see, on the $5,000, you saved $1,250. So you're going to be happy because you still got out of the whole deal paying less. But that's what you need to be aware of, is that they're going to charge you on the total, on the amount settled, because these companies, they got, business. Oh, my company, their company, we all have to make our money, but we don't charge that high fee like they charge to do those settlements. So I hope that this video helps you with the clarification of what debt settlement is and what debt consolidation actually is. If you need help with your credit, please visit us at thecreditrepairshop.com. Watch the video, What Makes Us Different, so you can see my 8-point validation process, my 2-phase settlement process. If you need your credit reports and scores, go to the website your3scores.com. Grab your TransUnion, Equifax, Experian credit reports and all 3 scores. If you have debt collectors coming after you, grab my 3-pack of letters: statute of limitations letter, debt validation letter, cease and desist collection activities letter. The instructions are on there. Download them. I do ask for a donation on those. It helps me monetize my time here to make videos to help you. And remember, like this video, because I help you. And when you simply like the video, you are helping other people. Thank you for your time. This is Stephen A. Williams, president and founder of thecreditrepairshop.com.